I really wish I could just go over and give the dork a hug, but and let them know that it's not out of a desire to possess or a desire to get something out of them. Just let them know that they're cared about, even when I'm not manic, even when my emotions aren't overloaded. Because I don't think there's ever really any replacing them. I can move on, build new relationships, make new friends and otherwise, but they are the first person in my life who I really tried everything I had for. Because I thought they'd understand. Worst part is, I don't think I was wrong on that level. I think it's exactly because they understood all too well and didn't have a solution themselves that they reacted the way they did. Sure, my solutions and meddling around and making mistakes aren't much. I wanted to share those thoughts and ideas with them. I wanted to see if maybe, just maybe, something I figured out for myself could be passed along to someone else and help them get past their issues. But in the end, in the midst of my own pain, I lashed out. Not intentionally, but just selfishly. Selfishly. I tried to explain everything I understood about the situation from the start. And in doing so, I crossed a boundary line that I knew would lose them. I crossed the boundary line of breaking their illusion that things could be okay if they just kept avoiding the problem. I killed and murdered that sense of innocence, that sense of trust, and I got hurt proportionately to it, both before and after. There's nothing to really be ashamed of in the reality of that. It's just a regret that I couldn't do better. Cherish the people around you. And if they don't cherish you, then maybe find someone who will. Because I'm still too scared to go close or anywhere near the dork. I'm still too scared to try and bridge the gap. I'm not scared of them. If I was scared of them specifically, I wouldn't have gotten attached to them. No, I'm just scared of all the things that would distort their view of me into something they would feel they have to defend against. Scared of getting hurt again. I don't think that fear is ever really gonna go away. And in breaking that illusion and killing that innocence, I hurt them. Regardless of my efforts, I hurt them. Even if I'm telling the truth, it doesn't change the fact I hurt them. I'm pushing myself too far. I hurt them. I'm pushing them away. I hurt them. In hesitating for so long to talk about the true depth of things, even if it would ruin any and all chance of them potentially being willing to hang out or even like me. I hurt them. I can't say they didn't hurt me, but they didn't know what they were doing. This video will be available for a week, and then I'm putting it unlisted. I'm putting it on unlisted. Hell, I'm planning on putting a lot of the videos where I talked about the dork on unlisted. Even some of the ones where they got a thumbs up or otherwise, so not all of them. Because I don't want to leave an entire mess of data lingering around that anyone can have access to. That just puts the person I care about in danger, doesn't it? At the same time, I don't want to just completely private or say that didn't happen, because that would just get the same response of people trying to dig deeper and say, hey, yeah, it did happen. It would get the same response of people trying to dig deeper for their own interest, regardless of if that means hurting me or the person I care about. Some might call it justice, some might simply want something to be able to bash me upside the head with. But I think what Lillian said to me the other night hits it the best. Hits the nail on the head and puts everything to solid rest. My attachment for the dork is boring. My attachment for the dork is me seeing one small little fragment of authenticity and building up an entire narrative around it. Seeing one small fragment of authenticity fully bare, and then continuing to see the shadow of it beneath the surface the whole fucking time. Now I think the Dunstork has embraced some of the worst of themselves, potentially, I don't know. I haven't seen them in forever. And though it would be very easy for me to just go to their Twitch channel and look at how they're doing, that's not an option. That would just feed the obsession. That wouldn't actually be me sitting here present with my feelings and working through them. It wouldn't be me moving on and building my own life. And because my brain has been using all of those moments I've talked about the Dunstork as an excuse to shut me down and keep me from actively doing and making shit that I want to create, because out of fear, it's been using it as an excuse that because out of fear, I'd worry that I draw too much attention to the channel and then someone gets too nosy or interested in something that they don't really care about the people involved. And although I may not be a part of that dork's life, I still feel a sense of responsibility to make sure that I don't unintentionally hurt them all the more. Not because I'm inherently responsible for them. Fuck no. If I was inherently responsible for them, they'd get the same treatment as Trace did for like a good chunk of my life. Trace understands where I come from, but she still isn't going to let me talk shit. Just because I happen to be right in one instance. She's still annoyed at me, and she's still doing things for herself at least. I'm glad. I'm glad I don't have complete control of things. Because if I did, I would. I don't know what I'd do, actually. It would be terrifying. I think I'd be too scared to act. Now that I know more than I thought I could. There's no happy ending to my attachment towards that dense stork. I don't have the strength to bridge the gap. Never gonna stop caring about them. At the same time, I can't keep waiting. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers, it's all the same to me. Unbelievers, hiders, seekers, oh how I hate them all. Overachievers, dirty cheaters, everything in between. Followers and then the leader. No, I don't like that either. No, let's not say nothing to that one. Sure, it may fit with this emotional space, but I feel like it would do more damage to express ourselves through that song at the moment, be it to damage to ourselves or to others who happen to watch this, then it would be helpful in relieving pressure from within the internal system structure. Those are the terms of engagement. I told you my worst nightmare by asking you if you were scared of being abandoned or socially isolated. You silently told me your worst nightmare with every single time you avoided me. You're not a failure, dork. You just took life so seriously that you never allowed yourself the room to actually learn from playing around. Because for everyone else around you, it was easier if they just had you presenting and performing to what they expected. You don't deserve to live like that forever. You don't deserve to get used either. So, if I ever figure out a fair deal, a fair trade, or otherwise, where both peoples get something positive out of things, who knows, maybe I'll make an offer again. It's gonna be a while until that happens, because I can't make an offer. without you at least being willing to talk. And I doubt that'll ever happen.